Okay, when we first start an order, of course, we want to add a customer. So after clicking the new button to create this order, I now select it one of many ways. I can type in their code or their name. So if I type in AC, it brings me up 3 different customers. If I type ACC, you'll see it just brings Access Technologies. In their case, there's 2 ACCs, or there's ACC in their name. So it searched through their name and their code to find them. The other way to find a customer is by typing in their phone number. So if I type 604-555, it brings you up 3 customers. And if I type in the next character, it drops it down. And so as soon as I've typed enough characters, it'll bring me down to a single customer. The last way of searching for a customer would be by, if you don't remember their full name, but you remember the word in their name. So if I type ELEC and then press the F9 key, I get a short list of customers just with the word ELEC in their name. In this case, Ace Electronics is what I'm going to choose. Once I've chosen the customer, I see some information here about the customer as their credit information. So I see that they have $40,000 of available credit. Their limit is $45,000. What it's done is deducted their AR balance, which is $2,100, plus other orders that we've got in the system. So it uses open orders in their credit valuation as well. Just a quick look at the info tab. I do see here, if you wanted to check what their balances are by current 30, 60, 90. Okay, from there I'd go on to put the PO number in. If the customer is set to must have PO, it won't let you save an order without it. We've got a place for a reference number. Notes here would show up if a customer had a note in the 25 character note field in their setup. Salesperson would come up automatically if you had one set for this particular customer, and as did the territory in this case. Then we've got shipping information, so who the ship location is going to, so the customer may have more than one, so I can choose another ship location. Ship via. FOB comes, if something comes in here by default, it means it's set up in your customer setup under the Business Vision customer setup. So this word, your doc, shows up on every order you create. You can change that FOB default to a different wording if you wish, or blank it out altogether if you want to type something in there each time. On here we've got a place for contact information. If you do a lookup here, it'll show you every contact within the customer. So in this case we have the 2 contacts. I can pick one of them, and it fills out their name, their phone number, their fax or cell number, and their email address. Or I can simply just type in here whatever wording I want, and type a phone number in here, fax, and an email address in here. Okay, so the types of orders that we can create are an open order, a booking order, a rental order, a quote, a standing order, an RMA order, or a work order. If I choose either a standing order or a rental order, then the repeat cycle will come up automatically here. And you can choose to do this daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or custom. When you choose custom, you can choose a day of the month or a couple of days of the month and just pick them like that. If you choose a custom weekly, you can choose a couple of different days throughout the week. And monthly, under yearly, I can choose certain months of the year. And then I can set repeat cycles on this after X number of times or on a certain date. This becomes very handy if you do an invoice to the monthly, and it'll automatically put the order on there and advance it by 1 month for the invoice date after each time that you invoice it. We have, of course, the order date. This is the date gets filled in here automatically when you create this order. You can change it. And what date the customer requires this. So that way when we sort our lists by required date, we can see all the oldest ones on the top. Invoice date, you can, if you're, depending on how you're set up in your user profile as to how the dating comes up, it's either invoice as of today's date, once you invoice it, or you choose this date ahead of time, or you can, it'll default to today's date and you can change it to a different number or different date. Then the phase is what phase this particular order is on. This user is set up to be have PO put in the phase to start with. This is completely customizable, and another video shows exactly how phases all work, but you can look up here to see what phases are available and switch this to a different phase at this time if you need to.